In this video we're going to cover the diagonal pattern. This is puzzle number 32, a difficult puzzle from Expert Sudoku by Nikolai Publishing. Nikolai Publishing is a Japanese publisher who came up with the name Sudoku, although the game Sudoku or the puzzle Sudoku was invented in the United States. On this SudokuPrimer.com website, you'll find a new patterns section that's out there, and you can find a write-up about the diagonal pattern, which may help you a little more. And there are several other patterns out there that you can look up and learn about. And also on the Sudoku Primer website there are t-shirts. And right now, for a limited time, t-shirts are 15% off. So go and check out the t-shirts there. There are lots of funny Sudoku t-shirts and even a couple of Halloween t-shirts with a Sudoku theme. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a tip on how to quickly and very easily start and stop the video. When you're watching videos like this, you may want to start and stop them here once in a while because you want to stop and think about something or try some different things or try and figure something out. So I'll give you that tip at the end of the video. Well, the diagonal pattern is anywhere where you have two numbers in a kitty corner from each other, like this 9 and 4 here, this 1 and 5, even this 2 and 3, or this 3 and 7 here, the 3 and 2 here. And I picked this puzzle to illustrate the diagonal pattern because there are lots of diagonals in it. The way you use the diagonal pattern is, let's look at box 9 right here. We have a 1 and a 5 here in this box, and we could have other numbers. Like here we've got a 7 and 8 diagonal pattern, we've got an extra 6, and in other places we've got the same thing. But what you do is you look at the two numbers that are kitty corner from each other, and you notice the row and the column that don't have either one of the numbers in it. In this case it's row 7 here. Excuse me. And column 7. And then you look at the row and the column and see if you can find two numbers that are in both the row and the column. And if you can, you'll find that these two are twins. And those two numbers in the row and column, they can't already be in the box. So here we have a 2 and a 7, and here we have a 2 and a 7. So therefore we know these are 2 7 twins. Okay, let's look at a couple more. In this box we got a 2 and a 7, but we have a 6 and an 8, so we can't do anything with that. Let's look at this box here, box 1. We have a 6 and an 8 in this row, and a 6 and an 8 in this column. So we have 6 8 twins right here. Let's look at box 2 right here, with the 7 and the 8. In this case we got a 6, but that's not part of the pattern. But we have a 2 and a 4 in this column, in column 4. We also have a 2 and a 4 in row 1, so we know that these are 2 4 twins. So we have 6 8 twins here, 2 4 twins here, and 2 7 twins there. Now we can't solve any of those, but they're going to help us, and you'll see that in just a minute. Now another thing that the diagonal pattern will do is give us what we call a hidden corner pattern. If you're not familiar with the corner pattern, you can go to the pattern section of the website and read up on the corner pattern. in this case right here, for example, we'll have a 2 and a 4 here, so the numbers we don't know about are these right here. And with the 2 and 4 here, we have what's called a hidden corner pattern, because we know that nothing besides 2 and 4 can fit in these two cells. Here's an example. There's a 5 right here, so we know that the 5 has to be in row 1 in one of these two cells. Alright, I'll start filling in some numbers here, and if they're straightforward numbers, I'm not going to explain how I got them, but if you have a question on any number that I put in here without explaining, just leave a comment and I'll try and answer your questions. Alright, now since I put a 3 in here, we've got a 9 in row 2 here, and we know a 9 can't fit here because of the diagonal pattern, so we know a 9 has to fit in one of these two cells. And we also found a 5 earlier, so we know we have 5 9 twins here and 2 4 twins here, so we know this is a 1. Okay, so that's how the the diagonal pattern, which made a hidden corner pattern, helped us find that 1 there. Okay, and then in this column we've only got an 8 and a 9 missing, so I'll fill those in. And now we've got a 1 here. We know that's a 1. We've got a 4 right here. Now, you remember our 2 4 twins here. We can solve them now because of that 4 that we just placed. And now we've got 5 9 twins here and 5 6 twins here. We'll kind of keep those in mind if we find anything as we go along. And we've got a 5 right there. That should be clear. We've got a 4 in box 1 right there. Now that's straightforward because we've got a 4 here, a 4 here, and a 4 here. But if that 4 wasn't there already, we still would have known that's a 4 because of our 6 8 twins right there. Okay, now we've got a 5 right there, and that's because got a 5 here and ghost 5's there, so we have ghost 5's here too. And by the way, I'm talking about ghost numbers. Go to the techniques section if you don't know what ghost numbers are, and look up ghost numbers and you can learn about those. So we have a 5 here, ghost 5's there, ghost 5's there, so we know that's a 5 right there. And then let's look at this row right here. We're missing 1 2 6 7, 1 2 6 and 7. So there's 1 6 7, 1 2 7. Here's a 1 2 7, so we know that's a 6 right there. And now we know that's a 6 right there. That's because these can't be a 6. There's a 6 here already and a 6 there already. Right. Okay, let's see. All right. There's a 6 right there. there's a 6. Now we can fill in this 8 because of the 6, 8 twins we found right at the beginning. Alright, now let's look at row 3 right here. We don't have much in there yet, but what are we missing? 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. So let's look at that right here. 1, 5, 7, 1, 5, 7, 1, 7, 9, 1, 5, 7, 9, 1, 3, so 1 or a 3 there, 2, 7, 2, 7, oh, 2, 7, look at that. Remember our 2, 7 twins here. So we have 2, 7 twins here, and so we're only missing 2 numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are 8, 9 twins right there. Let's look at row 6 right here, and we'll see what we're missing here. 1, 4, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's look at that row. 1, 4, 7, 8, 9. 1, 4, 7, 1, 7, 9, 1, 4, 7, 8, 9. We know that's an 8, 9 because these are 8, 9 twins. So we have 8, 9 twins here and 8, 9 twins here. 2, 7 twins there. Alright, so let's see. We've got 8 9s here. So a 9 can only fit in one of these 2 cells in box 4 here, but since we have 8, 9 twins here, we know the 9 will fit right there. And because of that 9, we'll know this is a 9. All right. Alright, and with this 9 right here, we have ghost 9s right here. So we know you remember the 5, 9 twins we had up here. We can solve those now, as we have a 9 in one of these 2 places. Okay. And then we can solve these 5, 6 twins here too. Let's see, so we've got a 9 there, a 5, 3, 8 9s there, 8 9s there. Okay, one of these is an 8. Let's look at this row right here. Let's see what we're missing. 1, 2, 6, 2, 6, 9. Okay, there's a 2 and a 9, so that's a 6. There's a 9 there, so that's a 2. And there's a 9 right there. Okay. Alright, now we know this is a 6. Because of that 6 right there. And then we should be able to finish that. Yeah, we got a 2 there, so 2, 8, and then we had our 8, 9 twins there. So we know that's an 8, because we had 8, 9 twins there and there. 8 right there. Okay, let's look at row 9 right here. What are we missing? 1, 2, 3, 7. We got a 2 and a 7 there, so that's a 3. Here we have 2 7 twins. So since we know these 2 7 twins, we still can't solve them, but we know these two numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. 4 and 9 right there, so we can solve those. Alright, and now let's see, that's a 4 right there. Okay, what do we have left here? 1, 6, 7, 8. 1, 8 right here, so we can solve those. And we've got a 1 right there. Let's look at this right here. We're missing 1 and 8 here. So that's a 1, that's an 8, and so we know that's a 1. We're missing 4, 4, 7 here. Okay, here we're missing 1, 2, 3, 7. Okay, now it's getting pretty easy. Now we can finally solve our 2 7s down here in box 9. You saw how much this diagonal pattern right down here helped us finding all these other numbers, and we can finally solve the 2 7s at this point once we've put in these 2 and 7s here. Okay. We got a 7 there. And a 1, 2 there. 5, 3 there. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 7 there. That's it. All right. Well, okay. That is a pretty good example of how you use a diagonal pattern, and I hope you benefited from that. We also talked about the corner pattern. We didn't talk about that in detail. There is a video in the patterns section that you can find on the corner pattern. After you read up on the corner pattern, then you can watch a video that talks about the corner pattern also. So I promised at the beginning of the video I would talk about how to start and stop videos very quickly and easily. And the way you do that is you just put here start, stop, with the space bar. So when you're watching one of these videos, in fact you could try this right now. Now you can hit the space bar and it will pause the video. You can hit it again, it'll start playing again. So it'll toggle between pause and play. But you have to have focus on the video itself. And in order to get that focus, just put your mouse pointer at the bottom of the video below the little red timeline that runs across, and click once. Once you have focus in the video itself, then all you have to do to start and stop the video is hit the space bar. You hit the space bar once and it's it toggles, between play and pause. Hit it again and it will do the opposite. There is a video on this channel about using the keyboard in YouTube, and I'll leave a link for that video in the description of this video so that you can watch that if you'd like to. It's got a lot of different tips about how to start and stop the video, how to jump around in it, to move it to different parts of the video, and lots of other things. So if you're interested in that, look for the link in the description of this video. For the name of the video is PC Primer 1. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope this video has helped you, and I'll see you on the next video.